Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our group presentation, where we will be discussing the results of the discussion we conducted. On this session, we will be presenting important information regarding research instruments method of reading. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Maisha Salsabil Afifa with students number 232122153, and I will be guiding you through this presentation. Before we begin, let me introduce my team members. Raisa Normaimunisa with students number 232122159. Naila Parsa with students number 232122152. Alvin Zahra Aulia with students number 232122129. Adila Nur Farida with students number 232122146. And Amelia Yuristi with students number 232122147. Our presentation will be divided into several parts, and each section will be delivered to the following team members. The first is the principles of research instruments will be delivered by me. Segmentation. Reading is segmented into letters, syllables, words, and sentences allow focus assessment each area of strengths and weaknesses. And two, gradual progression. The progression is from small to larger units of language, which present a natural learning sequence that will build foundational reading skills. And last is repetitive practice and assessment. Multiple questions around each component of a repeat practice, thus reinforcing the skills and allowing tracking of progress in smaller steps. Next is about the advantages of using research instruments will be delivered by Alvin Zahra Aulia, please. Next slide.
Okay, the advantage of using research instruments influence. Oral reading tests are direct measures since a researcher or educator would be able to observe and test the smoothness or accuracy in which a student is able to decode a given text. Second, target assessment of mechanical skills. The test being segmented into levels of testing letters, syllables, word, sentence allow the pinpointing of exactly which areas a student may need more practice or support. Third, comparisons before and after. Comparison before and after can be done by giving the test both prior to and after applying certain reading methods. It denotes precisely how much any one method. And last, verbal interaction. Oral testing provides an interactive environment that can make students want to do better. This may also help identify how well a student is confident and comfortable with loud reading, which is an important skill when it comes to language development. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, about the disadvantages of using research instruments will be delivered by Naila Pas.
Okay, here I will explain about the risk and disadvantage of using research instruments. Number one is limited depth, tends to focus on the mechanical skills of reading, such as pronunciation and fluency, and offers little information about comprehension and interpretive skills. Number two is test fatigue. For some students, especially younger and struggling readers, numerous oral questions may result in fatigue or anxiety that negatively affects test performance. Number three, scoring subjectivity. Evaluations of fluency and pronunciation may be subjective and could vary between scorers. Therefore, this is less consistent. Number four, time consuming. Individual oral testing with large groups of children requires much time and full evaluator attention. Number five, lack of diagnostics. Does not diagnose specific reading problems, which inhibit targeted intervention. Last, possible bias. This then puts the student who tends to be bashful or nervous with oral tests at disadvantage, hence portraying biased performance compared to recent ones. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, about preparation steps will be delivered by Adila Nurfarida, please.
Okay, thank you. On this slide, I'll talk about the preparation steps for using oral reading tests as a teaching method. First, we have review test indicators. This means the teacher needs to know what reading different parts like letters, words, and sentences, and how to evaluate them correctly. Next is prepare test materials. The teacher should make sure that the reading content fits the students' reading levels so that each skill is tested properly. Then we have practice test delivery. It is important for the teacher to practice giving the test before trying it with the class. This helps make sure the process is smooth and any timing or cues are well prepared. The fourth step is pretesting or doing an initial test. This helps the teacher see where each student's reading skills are right now, so they know what areas need more focus. Step 5 is set goals. Having clear learning goals helps guide the whole process from the pretest to the post-test. The next, plan interventions. Based on the initial test results, the teacher can plan activities that help the students improve in areas where they need extra practice. Finally, recording results. Keeping track of each student's scores is important for seeing progress and understanding how effective the method is. Thank you.
Okay, next, about warming up and core activities will be delivered by Raisa Norma Monisa, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Warming up. First, it's point identifications. Use flashcards for letter and sound recognitions, and then interactive game. Quick game where students match sounds with letters or simple syllables. And then word review. Engage students in a brief review of words and syllables they will encounter. Next slide, please. Okay, and then for core activities, first there is group discussions. This is discuss favorite books or reading experiences to create a supportive environment. And then model reading, like demonstrate reading with clear pronunciation and expressions. And then reading practice, like pair up students for reading short passage, provide feedback, and then last, it's outcome, like foster comfort with reading aloud and set expectations for the oral reading test. That's all.
Okay, next, warming down will be delivered by Amelia Yuristi, please.
Okay, thank you. Warming down activity with this method. The first objective. It would unwind the children and make them reflect upon their reading skills before taking the oral reading test. The second, activity steps. Group discussion, 5 minutes. Make them sit in a circle and discuss favorite books or stories. Third, reading exercise, 2 minutes. Take them through some breath-taking exercise. Fourth, silent reading allow the students several minutes to select a book from the classroom library to read independently. And the last transition into testing give the students another minute to reflect that their test in reading will be up. Instruct them to do their best, but let them know is it only test to let the teacher know what they have learned. That's all.
Okay, thank you everyone. That's all from us. Sorry if there are any mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.